Yeah, let us see how do we solve the concept of negative remainder. I have this question which is 17 power 200 divided by 18. Okay, so I'll tell you all the three ways how we solve the question. Number one is you go with 17 power 1 by 18. So remainder will be 17 only. Then you take 17 square by 18, you get some remainder, 17 cube by 18 and so on. So these are first conventional method that we use. There is a second method where we multiply 17 into 17 into 17 into so on 200 times, and I'm dividing this value by 18. Now 17 is not possible, so I should start grouping them. Okay, so the third one, the easiest one, is going with the concept of negative remainder. Sir, what happens with the negative remainder? Okay, so I have 17 power 200 divided by 18. Okay, now look at the numbers, both the numbers. When you divide 17 with 18, okay, so 18 zeros are 0, left out is 17. So positive remainder is 17 only, but what is negative remainder? To make it 18, how much is it short? It is short by exactly 1. So can I replace this 17 with minus 1 whole power 200 by 18 now? Yes or no? Sir, why should I do this? Because this is 17 into 17 into 17 into so on. How many times? 200 times done actually. And I should divide this value by how much here? 18. So every time you calculate remainder for 17 by 18, it will be minus 1 only. So 17 by 18, again I will be left out with minus 1. This 17 by 18 is also minus 1. So minus 1, so on for how many times? 200 times. Yes or no? So minus 1 whole power 200. Now you tell me minus 1 whole power 200. So minus into minus into minus into even number of times, this will become plus 1. So this will be 1 by 18. So my remainder is 1 over. Look at the same question, the negative remainder question, from the other two methods. You look at the first method, 17 power 1 by 18. 17 1 power 18, okay, 17 square, nobody knows 17 square. So what should I do? I should sit and calculate what is 17 square. Okay, 17, 17, 7 7s are 49, 9, 4, 11, 7, 1. Okay, so I have 289. Again, I should divide this value by 17. 17 ones are 17. Find the remainder in the second case. If it is not favoring us, again go for the third one, find 17 cube and continue. Isn't it becoming tedious for us? Yes or no? So look at the second case again. Second method also, 17 into 17 into so on. So negative remainder is very, very helpful if you understand the concept clearly. 17 by 18. So looking at the number itself, I can say, okay, so my denominator is bigger than the given numerator by one value. That means it is short by minus 1. It is short by minus 1. So how many times I'll get minus 1? 200 times. So 200 times negative value means it becomes positive. Positive 1 by 18 is 1 only. So my remainder is 1. Is this point clear on everybody? Yes? Okay. Okay, let me take one more question. Let us say I have this question which is 71 power 71 plus 71 divided by 72. What is the remainder of this particular mathematical expression? Okay. If you understood, you can start solving the question. Okay. People who did not understand the previous case, let us see how do I solve the question. Okay. So solution, understand there is a combination of two different problems. What are these two different problems? Problem number one is 71 power 71 divided by 72. I should find remainder for, 72. I should find remainder for this one. Correct answer, Srinavya. Correct answer. And second, plus I have a second case where I should find remainder for 71 by 72. So I should add these two reminders to get my answer actually. Okay, this is our main name of this particular question. Okay, so how do we do this? First, let me find for 71 power 71. 71 power 71 by 72. So this is nothing but 71 into 71 into 71 into so on. How many times? 71 times. And I'm dividing this value by how much now? 72. So 71 by 72. What is the negative remainder? Minus 1 is negative remainder. So this will become minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 into so on. How many times? 71 times. Now tell me, minus 1. Minus 1, is it odd number of times or even number of times? 71 is odd number. So odd number of times, if you multiply minus symbol, it will become minus only. So this will remain minus 1 by 72. Minus 1 by 72. Now tell me, minus 1 by 72, if you convert it into a positive value, okay, how much should be your answer? This should be 71. Simple. Whenever you get a negative remainder, add denominator to the value. So minus 1 plus 72. This is 71. Yes or no? When you divide 71 by 72, 72 zeros are 0, 71 is left out. So what is the difference here? Minus 1 is lagging. That is why you got minus 1 as your remainder. Okay. So first part is over. Then first remainder is 71 plus. Now I have second question where I have 71 by 72. So what is 71 by 72? 71 by 72 remainder is minus 1 or remainder is 71 only. You can take any one of them. So total is 142 divided by 72. Okay. You will get remainder as 70. 72 ones are 72. Remainder is 70. So my final answer for this question is 70. For those who got remainder 2 as the answer, I'll tell you what you have done. Okay, let me use this column to solve your question. Okay, so for those who solve this 71 per 71 plus 71 by 72, which 2 as the answer, I'll tell you what happened with your case. 71 per 72, this one is minus 1. So minus 1 whole per 71 plus this is also minus 1 divided by 72. So minus 1 to the negative, so to the odd power is minus 1 only. So minus 1 here also divided by 72. So this is total minus 2 by 72. Correct. This is absolutely correct. No wrong with it. But where did you do the mistake? You got minus 2 as the remainder. So you cannot say my remainder is minus 2. It is only for our understanding. We divided remainder into two cases, that is positive and negative. Okay. So you cannot say remainder is 2. What should I do? I have a negative symbol. Whenever you have a negative symbol, what should you do? Add denominator to the numerator. Minus 2 plus 72. Your remainder is 70. So your positive remainder for the case is 70. You can take either the case. Either the case, you got 70 as your remainder. Clear at this point? I hope Sudhir, Nikhil, you got this correct now. Yes. Anybody who has a doubt with negative remainder? Okay. Sir, do we need to add every time? Mallikarjun has a doubt. Okay. Then I did not get your question actually. So can you just be more elaborative? Okay. So there is one more question. Yeah, Abhinay, thank you for the question. We have a good question here. 15 power 124 divided by 17. Okay, we have solved this question yesterday. I guess I'm not sure though. Let us solve this question using negative remainder concept. Okay, okay, no, correct. Malikas, I got your question. So do we need to add every time, sir? Yes, no, because whenever somebody says what is the remainder, you cannot tell, sir, minus 3 is my remainder or minus 5 is my remainder. Okay, so instead of doing that one, what you can do actually, whenever you get a negative remainder, add till you get a positive remainder. For example, let us say I have final remainder is minus 10 by say 3. Okay, so my remainder is minus 10. Okay, and I'm dividing by 3. What should I do? I should add remainder plus 3 to this value. So minus 10 plus 3 is minus 7 by 3. Is it positive now? No. So again add plus 3. Okay, minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4 by 3. Minus 4, is it positive now? No. Again add 3. Minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. Is it negative? Is it positive now? No. Again add 3 to this. So minus 1 plus 3 is 2. 2 by 3. That means the same question where you got minus 10 when you divide the value by 3 is same as positive remainder, which is 2 by 3. It will never happen. Do not worry. For first attempt only, you'll get a positive value. I took a bigger example. Okay. If you have multiple negative values also, how should you do it? Okay. So remember, any negative value that you have, any negative remainder you have, you should always add to denominator to till what extent, sir? Till you get a positive result. Till you get a positive result. Clear at this point? Okay, so Abhinay has a doubt. 15 power. Okay, 54 sir, not 15. Fine. 54 power 125 divided by 17. You want to solve this question? 54 power 124 divided by 17. Now you understood positive, you understood the negative remainder, both of them. Let us combine both and solve this question. Okay. So solution of this particular question would be, first I'll simplify this 54 by 17. 17, right? Okay. 17 3s are 51 is what I have. My remainder is 3. So I'll take this value as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into so on 124 times, and I'm dividing this value by 17 here. I'm dividing this value by 17 here. Okay. Now let us combine them. We'll combine and check the behavior of this particular problem. Now 3 by 17 is no use. 3 square 9 is also of no use. 3 cube is 27. I can combine these values if we want to. So 3 cube is 27. So 27 by 17 will have a remainder called 10 here. So second step, I'll take 10 into 10 into 10 into so on. So out of 124, how many triplets are there? 3 4s are 12, 3 1s are 3, 1 is left out. So I have this one which is 41 times into 1 3 is left out divided by 17. Divided by 17. Okay. So once this is over, we'll go to the next one where we want to combine the values again. So I'll take 100 this time. Okay, so 100 divided by 17 is what we are supposed to find out. So we have 17, right? 100 divided by 17, right? We have 17 5s, which is 85. So my remainder is 15. So I'll convert these values. Now this will become 17 5 is 85. So remainder is 15 for a triple for a pair now. 15 into 15 into so on. So it will be for 20 times into 10 into 3 divided by 17. Divided by 17. Just a minute. Let me drag the sheet for you. Okay. So now this is also over. Now here is where we had the difference. Okay. So now what will I do? I'll combine, instead of combining this 15, 15 and so on, I'll directly go for single value. 15 by 17 is how much? Minus 2. So this is minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into so on. How many times? 20 times. Into 10 into 3 is 30 divided by 17. So minus minus, I can remove the minus. Why? Because I'm multiplying this negative value for 20 times. 20 is even number. Okay. So even number of times I can remove that minus. All minus will become positive only. Now let us combine these values. You see 2 by 17 no use. 4 by 17 no use. 8 by 17 no use. 16 by 17 is minus 1 again. That means for every 4 values my answer is minus 1. So minus 1 into how many out of 20, how many sets of 4 can I make? 4 5s are 20, remainder 0. So exactly 5 will come. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. This set is over. Into 30 divided by 17 over. So all these 5 values together will become minus 1. So this value is nothing but minus 30 by 17. Now you got this value. What should we do? I hope you know this. Or we will simplify here only. 17 by 30. What is the remainder? 30 is the remainder here. So I'll take minus 13. You can do minus 30 also, not a problem. Okay. So now you solve this. Minus 13 is a final remainder. Add this 17 to this. Minus 13 plus 17. My final remainder is 4 for this question. The same question that we have solved earlier using only one method, you can see how it becomes easy if I combine both of them. Is this point clear on everybody? So you should be in a position where you should decide, okay, which one becomes easy for me, grouping positive values, or if I take a negative value, my value becomes easy. Okay, that is what actually you should be very careful and cautious about while practicing. Yes, I hope we got the same answer, right? We got remainder 4 only for this particular question earlier. Any doubts with this one? Yes. Okay. So I hope this is clear for everybody. Yeah. Thank you. So shall we solve a couple of questions based on this negative remainder, positive remainder concept? Okay. So I want everybody to begin with this question. First, we'll begin with a simple question. 7 power 2015 divided by 9. Find the remainder of this. You can use first method, second method, combined method. It is completely up to you. Find the solution of this particular value. 7 power 2015 when divided by 9. Yes. I'm waiting for the answers. I would like to see how many of you understood clearly. So, Anisha is so silent today. She is not answering anything. Abhinay gave me an answer. Abhinay, can you just cross verify once again? Just check with the procedure once again. Abhinay. Okay, fine. Next, Koti, are you here in the class? Koti. Mr. Koti, 5F3. Mallikarjun has got an answer. Mallikarjun, check once again. Mallikarjun, check. Kitana. Okay, cool. Check once again. Kitana. Correct answer, Hanisha. Good. Suvarna, check once again, Suvarna. Yeah, correct. Why does this always happen with you? You give me first wrong answer and immediately you give me the correct answer. Correct answer, Suvarna. Good. Next. The typing error. Okay. Abhinay, check now. Check once again. Might be a small mistake here or there. Mr. Koti, 5F3. Are you here in the class? Sirisha, very close. Check once again. Satvik, 5B0. Mr. Satvik. So what's your answer for this particular question? Okay. Sirisha, okay, fine. I'll do one thing. I'll solve this question. Okay, because it's a combination of both. Mallika, okay, good. Okay, I'll solve this question for you. We'll try one more question later. Okay. So let me begin with 7 part 2015 by 9. By looking at the question, it is simple. I cannot simplify this because 7 by 9 will remain 7 only. It will not change. So what will I do? I'll take the negative remainder. I can take negative remainder. 7 by 9, I'll have minus 2 is the remainder. So first I'll take 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 into so on. Likewise, it is for 2015 times. And I'm dividing this entire value by 9 actually. Okay. So I know this logic now. For every divisibility of 7, I get a remainder as minus 2, negative remainder. Sir, why do you go for positive? Why don't you go for positive remainder? The reason is correct answer, Nandini. If I take 7 square, 49, 49 by 9 is also not close. Okay, 9 5s are 45. Again, you'll have 4. Okay, so if you want to continue, you can continue that way. Okay, in my case, I want to go with 2, so I'm going with minus 2 there. Okay, so minus 2, I'll have minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into so on. Likewise, 2015 times divided by 9. The first thing I want everybody to remember, check for negative symbols. Okay, this negative symbol, is it becoming positive or will it remain negative? It depends upon the number of times. Okay, so I have a negative value and it is for odd number of times, 2015 odd number of times, so there will be a minus. So to avoid a problem, what will I do? I'll pull out this minus 1 aside, because I cannot simply write okay minus aside and I cannot continue with the question, right? Okay, so what will I do? I'll pull out a minus 1 aside, so remaining questions will become 2 into 2 into 2 into only normal thing. By minus plus will get cancelled, minus minus will get cancelled, so that minus 1 which is odd time is left out. Into, now let us continue, 2 into 2 into 2 into so on, isn't it? Okay, so now let us try to group them. 2 by 9 no use, 4 by 9 no use. If you take 8 by 9, again I have minus 1 here. So, which means for every three numbers again, for every triplet, okay, I have a minus 1 as remainder. Now, again, let us find how many minus 1s are possible. Okay, so I have minus 1 into, minus 1 into, minus 1 into, so on. In 2015, how many triplets can I make? I have 3 6 18, 21, 3 7s 21, okay, 5, 3 1s 3, remainder 2. That means I can make 671 triplets in 2015. So how many minus 1s will be there? 671 will be there into 2 times. What is the 2 values we have? 2 into 2. The 2 times that we are left with is 2 into 2 divided by 9. Now tell me, this is minus 1 we have already. If you multiply minus 1 for 671 times, odd number of times, this is also a minus 1. So minus 1 will become plus 1. Remainder is 4 here. So 4 by 9, my remainder is 4 over. Clear at this point? People who got 5, you are very close because you would have missed this minus 1 somewhere. Okay, any one of the minus 1s you would have missed, because of which you got minus 4 by 9. You added 9 to that minus 4, you got plus 5 as the answer. Clear at this point? Yes. Anyone who has a doubt, please let me know quickly. Okay. For those who are not okay with directly starting with a native remainder, how you can solve the question? How I solve the question? Okay, I'll take 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 into so on. Likewise, 2015 times, and I'm dividing this entire value by 9. I'll start grouping them now. I'll take 2 values. So 7 square is 49. You divide 49 with 9. 9 5s are 45. My remainder is 4. So for every pair, my remainder is a 4. So I'll take the next step where I have 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 into so on. Out of 2015, how many pairs can I make? 2 10s, 2 hundreds, 215, 2 7s, 14, remainder 1. That means I'll have this 4 for how many times? 1007 times into a 7, because one remainder is left out. This value is divided by 9 now. Again, let me check. 4 by 9, no use. 4 square is 16 by 9, no use. 4 cube is 64. Okay. And 64 by 9, 9 7 is 63, remainder is 1. That means for every triplet, my answer is a 1. So out of 1007, which we have, how many triplets can I form? See, 3 3s 9. Again, I have 3 3s 9. Again, I have 3 5s 15. My remainder is 2. So 335 triplets I can form. So that means I have 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 into so on. How many times? 335 times. The reason why I'm writing times every time, because if I don't write times, there is a chance we will do 1 into 1 into 1 into 335 directly. So 335 times into, I have a 2 values remainder, right? 2 values are left out. So that means 4 is left out, 4 is left out, 7 is being forwarded. So into 7 divided by 9. So this entire value is 1 only. So no need to worry about it. So 4 into 4, 16, 16 into 7, or we'll take this value. 7 4s are 28. 28 by 9, 9 3s are 27, remainder is 1. 1 into 4, 4. So 4 by 9, my remainder is 4. Clear? Okay, so I did not use negative remainder at all in this particular scenario. It completely depends on your awareness on the numbers. Okay, where can I convert it into one? How many times should I do it? Where should I convert it into negative number? If I get a negative remainder, what should I do with it? Okay, so I hope everybody is clear with both the methods, how I have solved the question. So, yeah, if somebody is asking me how or which method is preferable, I'll always prefer both of them, because whenever I solve a question, whenever I find it difficult to solve the question, if positive is difficult, then negative will be easy. If negative is difficult, then positive will be easy. And it is not sure, it is for the entire steps. Okay, at any step, if I find it difficult using positive, I'll switch that step only to negative remainder concept. It is not I switch or I stick to same native reminder throughout the question or same method throughout the question. No, if you have great idea about both positive reminder and negative reminder, you can switch between these two from step to step to step. For each step, you can actually change it. Okay. Shall we solve one question then before we close the session? Okay. So, any doubts? Can I erase this screen now? Question. Okay. So, the final question that I want everybody to solve is 3 power 87 plus 5 power 87 divided by 26. Find the remainder of the given mathematical expression. Yes. 3 power 87 plus 5 power 87 divided by 26. Yes, I'm waiting for your answers. I want to see how many of you will clear this question. Yes. Try to use minimum number of steps to solve the question. Good work, Anisha. Correct answer. Suvarna, correct answer. Good work. Others? Kirtana, Navya, Abhinay. Vinod. Yes, there three people answered me correct. Sudhir, want to check once again. There should be a small counting error somewhere. Kirtana, correct answer, Kirtana. Abhinay, Santoshi, now you need to check once again. I hope you have added the values directly. Check for the negative values once again. Abhinay, same case with you. Check for the negative values properly. Hemant, you are very close. Okay, but you need to add the values. Sindhu, correct answer again. Good. Hemant, I hope you got it correct now. Okay, so quickly we'll switch to the question. We'll see how do we solve the question. 3 power 87 by 26 plus 5 power 87 by 26. Okay, you can actually look into this particular section as two different questions. First question is find remainder for 3 power 87 by 26. Whatever you have the answer, please add it to the next question, which is 5 power 87 by 26. Okay, now we'll try solving individually and then we'll add the final reminders. So 3 power 87. So this is 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into so on. How many such times? 87 times I need to multiply this value and I'm dividing this value by 26 now. Let us group them. 3 by 26 no use, 9 by 26 no use, 3 values that is 27 by 26. My remainder will remain 1. My remainder will be 1. So I'm pretty sure now for every triplet my remainder is 1 only. For every triplet my remainder is 1 only. So let us divide this 87 with the triplets. We'll see how many triplets are possible. 3 2s are 6. This is 27. 3 9s 27. Remainder 0. That means exactly 29 triplets are there. So this 1 will appear for how many times? 29 times. No remainder is left out, so nothing to worry. By 26, 1 into 1 into 1 into you multiply 29 times, it will be 1 only. So 1 by 26, my remainder in the first case is 1. So first part is over. Correct, Abhinay. Now let us come to second part. Second part I have 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into so on. This is for 87 times again. And I'm dividing this value by how much now? 26 again. The same denominator. So let us group them. 5 by 26, okay. 25 by 26, I can say there's a minus 1 here. 25 by 26, I have a minus 1 here. Okay. So now you can check for every pair, I have the remainder as minus 1. So let us check how many pairs are possible. So 87, I need 2. So okay, 2 4s, 8 I have, 2 3s, 6 I have, remainder 1. Remainder is there here. Okay. So I'll have my value as minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 into so on. How many times? 43 times. 43 times into 1 time it is left out. So 1 5 is left out divided by 26. Divided by 26. Now let us check. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 for 43 times. 43 times means negative value. So this will be minus 1 only into 5 by 26. Minus 1 into 5 is minus 5 by 26. Now can I say my remainder is minus 5? No, you need to convert this value. So minus 5 by 26, how can you convert negative remainder into positive? Add denominator to the numerator. So minus 5 plus 26, this is 21. So my final remainder in the second case is 21. So I need a final solution where it is a combination of both of them. So remainder 1 is 1, remainder 2 is 21, 21 plus 1 is 22. Is the value less than 26? Yes. So remainder is 22 for this particular question. Clear, Anna? Yeah, so the correct answer. Good. I hope everybody is clear with this one now. Yes. With this, we are done with the concept of remainder cycles also. Okay, the major topics from number system, the major sections of number system. So, any doubts? If you can let me know, we'll continue the session with that. Yes. Any doubts within this remainder concept, negative remainder, positive remainder, different methods? Okay, so there is no text from the chat box. So any one of these two things should have happened. One, either everybody understood everything, or you did not understand anything of it actually. Okay, I don't know which one should I take actually, but fine. No doubts. Okay. Okay, Nikhil, thank you. Navya, thank you. Okay. So with this, we are done with reminder cycle concept. Anna. Okay. So we have 5 more minutes actually. T21 is the time. 5 10 more minutes. I can continue without a problem. So people who are clear with this can leave the session. Have a great day. And the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna teach unit digit. People who skipped or who weren't available last 2 days, you can just go through this unit digit concept. Okay. Yeah. So I hope Mallikarjun, you are here. Yeah. So yesterday or day before yesterday, we started this concept of unit digit. People who weren't available, you can just go through this one, the concept of unit digit.